dreaming it, planning it, and living it.
Hey, what is going on, friend? So, you are back to check out part two of my new pad. Awesome! Because you know I was telling you all about it and I'm having a great time doing so. But before we get back into it, let me go ahead and request you to subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, hit that like button, and do add to the dialogue by commenting should you have something to express. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's head back to the couch. Other than those things, the move was great. The movers themselves, they rocked it out. They were rock stars. I really enjoyed them. And to be honest with you, because I'm always working, like I'm always helping people, I'm always wanting to help people live life to the fullest. And so anytime I get an opportunity, I do so. We end up spending like 8 minutes with me or not coaching, but telling them how they needed to get their own YouTube channel going and how they could use their current profession to build their own brand. And they were totally here for it. I recommended a book. They, I think, ordered it on his phone right then and there or whatever. And so we vibed. It was a great time with the movers. They got my stuff in. So that was great. So once they left, I had a chance to just really try to absorb. So let me go back a bit here. So from Monday when I got the keys to Friday when they were gonna drop my things off, I purposely put a gap in time right there so I would get a chance just to fill out the place, you know, find how I felt, the energy, the everything. So when they arrived, I would know where to put stuff. I knew where I wanted everything to go before they got here. Because I believe in being organized. And when people are carrying heavy stuff, they don't want you thinking, like, while I'm carrying it. You need to know. And I'm about to backtrack again. I'm all over the place. Just stick around, okay? So when they got here, this is how professional they were. I just rattled off where I wanted everything. He's like, so do you know where you want it? I said, I sure do. I want my couch right here. I want the TV to go over there. I want the entertainment center to be over here. I want the bookshelf there. Come in my bedroom. I want the bed right here. This right there. This right there. This right there. I want the kitchen boxes in the kitchen. I want every other boxes over there. I just kept rattling off things. He was like, okay, gotcha. And I was like, could you run that back? Because he wasn't taking no notes. He ran it back to a T, okay? And all the stuff ended up exactly where I asked it to be. I would have bought them lunch if it was appropriate. Let me go order you a pizza. But anyhow, I offered them bottles of water. That'll have to do. So that's what the Monday through Friday was about, was to give me a chance to kind of get into the space. Okay, so then once my stuff landed and it was here, I still was hearing sounds, and I'm that person who listens to sounds, and I don't play television all the time, so it's just me and the nature. And all of a sudden I heard something, and I was like, what is that? And I opened the patio door. Hey, you guys, real quick, listen to this. I have the windows open as I'm just unpacking and cleaning up. That's the rain. And look how bright it is. It's like randomly raining. It's been randomly raining like tropical weather all day. You have to mind my bustedness. I'm in here just cleaning. But it literally, I just totally feel like Nora Jones, come away with me. And I want to lay with you while the rain falls on a tin roof. That's what she said. Ah, this is exciting. Okay. Let me go back inside. I have the window open because I managed to get a smoky situation going on. But while I have you just for 1 second, there's the boxes. So I have to unpack stuff. And then we have the TV and stuff. It's going to sit here for now until I deal with the hanging it thingy. That's the sofa right here. But my stuff arrived. I got paintings and wall hangs and other TVs and stuff. And there's, in the back room, it's a whole bunch of other stuff. I guess I could show you my bedroom because the furniture, my bestie not hated, but disagree with how I kind of am doing this. But anyhow, there's the bed. I don't know how to show y'all this, but anyhow, this is kind of what we're working with. So these two ended up here for whatever reason. I'm going to have to move them though. They're not going to stay here. This is the entertainment and that's the chest. I'm going to move the chest over there and then take that. See, I'm not the person to have a whole extra side with a nightstand there because I'm not going to sleep over there.
So ain't nobody else gonna be over there. So what I got a nightstand there for? Anyway. This is where all this stuff is. I have my work cut out for me.
I thought that was beautiful. House and never. The drama of it all. Okay. Once I finished walking through with the leasing agent, I then got a chance to really walk through the space, the unit, and put more of a critical eye to everything. And that's where the drama started. Because it just seemed like they weren't really prepared for me to get into this apartment. And it completely broke my heart. I was like completely crestfallen. I'll explain. As I walked through and looked at the fine details, I started to notice that like 3 screens were ripped. The grout had the caulking in the grout was coming up. One of the toilets right now is clogged and I can't flush it. In the closet, the rack that was up there where you put stuff on top of the shelf, or whatever, it wasn't heated right, so it was gonna fall if I put anything on top of it. By the time I got done with my inspection of this place, I had 18 projects that they needed to do. 18 projects. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Were y'all expecting me or at all? Like, I had given them my deposit like a month ago. We had set this up. Like, why are you acting so brand new right now? It wore me out. That's just the real, okay? That's just the real. I was wore all the way out. And what made it so bad was one morning I had got up early to get to the leasing office early first thing so I could have a business meeting with them to talk about what was and what wasn't going to work. Because once you get my money, we're really going to have to make sure that it works. And so I'm driving, right, to get to the meeting. I'm driving. And as I'm driving, already frustrated about what I'm about to have to deal with, I look over and I see a man who looks just like Ronald from the back. He was walking away from me, and it just looked like Ronald. So I was gut punched. I mean, completely knocked me off my center, off my world. And I was on the phone with a friend at the time as it was. And when that happened, I couldn't even hide it. It took me down. And my friend was like, yo, Tia, you all right? Are you all right? And I'm like, no, I just saw, I knew I didn't see Ronald, but that's how I worded it. I just saw Ronald. And so I had to pull over. I had to pull over for safety purposes, to calm it down and to pull it together. And I only tell that story for this reason. In life, we are working to do stuff, and we are like, I'm on this high, I get my new apartment, I'm uber excited, all my things are coming, I'm starting this new journey, and then boom, I end up getting furloughed off my job. And we keep it going, I get the great apartment, then boom, it's pissing me off that it's not really ready for me. I gotta go to a meeting, and boom, and boom, and boom, and then bam! Then I see the Ronald thingy. I am snotting and tearing everywhere. I had to suck all of that up, wipe it away, because I had 8 minutes. I had 8 minutes to get to the meeting. Honey, I know you're feeling something right now, but you ain't got time for that. And I just share that with you because we have to remember when we are working for something, building our empire, it ain't going to be comfortable. That's the thing. It ain't going to be. It's going to be some fuck shit of life, and you have to get your ass through it. So shut the fuck up, stop all the goddamn complaining, and move it along. Okay? I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are, but I want to share this with you. I have come to accept that every blessing that you ask for or desire isn't going to come in the form of removal. Like they're not going to remove, God is not going to remove the thing away from you so you can feel better. And when I was going through here, trying to, looking and like, oh my gosh, why isn't this done and why isn't this right? And it hurt. I was like, God, why is this happening? What did I do wrong? I wanted it to be removed. I wanted this to be a perfect place, like perfect. And I had to realize, that's not how life comes. It doesn't come in perfection. And sometimes you're given these experiences not to have it removed from you, but to maybe show you something different, to give you a life experience so you can help somebody else later, to strengthen you in a way that you didn't know, or to move you onto a path that you wouldn't have been led to if you hadn't gone through this. My mother has shared with me that she ended up asking years ago, she ended up asking her colleagues to do a favor for her. Something she would have never done, but the Spirit led her to do it. by her asking her colleague the favor, the colleague ended up giving her information on how my mother could not only do it herself, but gain 10 times more of the things she was requesting by following the steps that her colleague had offered her. If she hadn't asked the colleague to help her with the favor, she would have never learned there was a resource available for her. Every blessing doesn't come in removal. I guess that's most of everything as far as the week. And I'm only packing in the apartment stuff. I can't get into everything else. But let's go ahead and get into the boards. I know they're not behind me right now, but I know what's on them. They're actually in the other room, which I haven't gotten together yet. You might be questioning, T, how long have you been here? Well, let's see. Today's Sunday. Okay, so I got the keys on Monday. I pedaled around trying to get the place ready for me, so in and out until Thursday when I actually moved myself in with my bags. And then on Friday, my things came in, and so and I slept most of Friday. And then Saturday was yesterday, and today is Sunday. And so I'm just getting stuff together. I still have homework to do. I'm still in school, so I don't get to just do this. I don't get to just unpack. And I think y'all can see these boxes over there, can't you? Let me see. Yeah, some of them. That's not a lot, but that one's in the other room. So, anyhow, let's get to the board. Okay, so I mentioned the meditation and journaling. I'm going to keep it on the board and move it across to May, just because I want to continue to keep it first in mind. What I have noticed, though, is I'm meditating more than I'm actually journaling. It just happened to be sitting right here, so I'm pulling my journal out. And so I've noticed it, so I want to start upping the ante. This is what my journal looks like, you guys. I know I talk about it, and I've never really shown you. You see the age on it? Yes, honey, I've had this for a while. The cover reads, Trust in the Lord. And I bought this. I didn't know when I got it, but I was reading the notes to try to answer this question before we got together. And I've had this for a decade. It has notes in here for 2010. And I hadn't continued writing through it, so it was an on and off kind of thing for different projects and stuff. But I will share with you what I wrote on the inside. And I wrote it to myself, I guess, 10 years ago. I'd have been 20-something. To all those people who always believed in me, even when I did not believe in myself. Pretty awesome. I love it. So anyhow, through looking at my notes, I date every time that I do a journal, and I'm noticing that I don't journal regularly. At this point, on average, it's like every 6 days. And I think I want to push that down every 3 days. So why is that so? I kind of only journal when I feel moved to, and the only issue with that is 6 days, a lot has happened, and so I feel like I'm missing stuff. So that's why I want to up the ante with that. And that's also why I'm keeping it on the board to just move along. So that's journaling. I am meditating. Meditating is happening not as regular as I prefer, but it's happening more often than this. So that's that. First time home buyer program. Didn't have no time for that this week. It was way too much going on. I did not have the time. I didn't forget about it. I just didn't have the time. And I was going to try to do it before we got together tonight, but no. So the next thing would be get a job. I haven't found a 9-to-5 job. I am still getting rejection letters. They're politely telling me, thank you, but no thank you. Matter of fact, I just got one yesterday or today. Like, they're still coming in. However, I did pick up the Instacart, which I shared with you. But Instacart was hacked recently. So none of the shoppers were getting work for like, I think 2 weeks. The app was messed up. It was horrible. If you happen to be an Instacart shopper, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the end of April 2020 when you just couldn't get it because you try to get the job, it would disappear. It would pop up and disappear, pop up and disappear. So we couldn't get no work through Instacart. However, the last 2 days, it seems to be back on point. So I will be up at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to get my Instacart shopping on because now I have goals. My goal is actually to do minimum of $200 a week, which will be like, I'm about setting some goals, child. You got to have a goal to live this life to the fullest. So that's my goal. So tomorrow, $200 a week, 5 days a week, that would be $40 I have to do tomorrow. So a minimum of $40. So fingers crossed. Next goal that's posted on the board is to post 6 videos this month. We're right on cue for that for the most part. These videos are happening. So this is 3 for this month, or this is 4? This is 4. This is the 4th one. And then the ones for the goal setting and how-to videos and all that jazz. And so this is what we're learning though. Post-production is taking longer than production and pre-production. So they're backed up as far as getting the videos edited and pumped out, because I am shooting the videos out. Like, the kid is, I'm telling y'all, I be pushing, I'm pushing. However, writing my speeches has taken longer, and I was questioning, what's taking so long to get these speeches written so I can, you know, get them filmed? My friend had cable. I was watching cable. I'm not getting cable in my apartment, so that should calm down and keep me being more productive, so I can get these things pumped out. I want to stay on time and get everything out as we should. Matter of fact, the video I put out recently was, what is success? If you've ever questioned, are you successful or how to become successful, I put a great video together called What is Success? So you should check it out, because I explained to you that success is not a destination. It's not a destination. So get into it. Next month on the board, I know we have I have the three-day fitness. So next month, I have to start working out 3 days a week. So what I'm going to do is this week look for workout videos and things, because we still are under Rona. She's still running the planet right now. And so I can't go anywhere or join a fitness group. So what I'm going to do is try to find an app or a Facebook group or some workout videos on YouTube that I like, or something like that to kind of keep me going. I don't want to just do the YouTube thing. I want to join a community of some sort, because I work better in a team. So, getting a little spicy. So I work better in a team. So that's my goal, is to find something to do, you know, in the app world of some sort for fitness. And at the same time, it's on my goals for this year to lose 30 pounds. So what I'm going to work to achieve is to lose 5 pounds in May. And that will start the process. So I think 5 pounds in a month should be good. The hardest part is going to be not the working out as much as stop eating junk food. That's a different conversation for a different day. Well, you guys, I told you this would be a little bit longer than usual, but it was so much to cover, and we are in the apartment. We are in the apartment. I haven't named this apartment. I usually name my apartments, you guys, by the way. Let's see. The first one, I didn't name my very first one, my sister. We didn't have a name for that one. But my second apartment was called the Chateau. That's when me and my girl, Kristen Jones, she told me I could say her name, because last time I didn't say her name, but it's Kristen Jones. So Kristen, me and her had the Chateau. I loved our Chateau. I named Granny the Carson Cottage, Granny's Carson Cottage. And then my Inglewood apartment with my brother and Ronald was the studio, because my brother, he's studio math, so we had the studio. The house in Lemoore was just our house. The house of, it was a themed house. It was travel. We had our house, which the theme of the decor was travel. And so I haven't found what this one's going to be yet. It just kind of comes to me. So I take that lie back, actually. I think I have named this place already. It's the laboratory. This is probably going to be the laboratory, because I will create what will become Teangelo Live, the Empire. This is going to be the laboratory. The laboratory. Is this going to be the laboratory? It might stick. We'll check it out and see how it goes for next week, all right? Listen, you all, thank you so much for hanging out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell. Please like the video and comment. I definitely enjoyed chatting it up with you. And should you need any assistance with creating your own 10-year plan, I put a video together for you called How to Create a 10-Year Plan. It's a 2-part video. Part 1 gives you like the how to do it, and then part 2 I actually walk you through step by step on how I created my boards. Should you want something that advanced or that, you know, in that way. You don't have to do 10 years. You can do 1 year, 5 years, 6 months, whatever works for you. But the steps all apply. So I would definitely say check that out. And I guess that's it. Oh my gosh, I don't want to let you go, but we have to get going. So until next time, I am your boy, Teangelo. I appreciate you, I love you, and you be sure to live life to the fullest. Check out. I forgot to explain to them why I look so busted. Like, I know I look rough and stuff, you guys, but it's because I haven't quite figured it out yet. And since we're going to be hanging out for 10 years at least anyway, it ain't no point in me putting no airs on. If you come to the house to chill, then this is what the hell we gonna do, is chill. I'm not about to be getting no costumes on every day. I gotta be in costumes when I go to the job. Y'all gonna get what it is here. Okay. I'm hungry.
Swimming it, planning it, and living it.